everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be a drag-em-out brawl as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Saints are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Texans, who will need to be sharp on offense. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as
hey, can you hand me my shaker too?
The Mercedes-Benz Superdome
Sorry.
in New Orleans. Today,
I forgot to tell you.
Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after a good game. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offensive starters here.
How you feeling today?
Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
What are you doing?
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He's just killing.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get this one down to about
face mask, baby.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the penalty, it's Miller. And this is going to result in losing yardage.
Ball over there.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 3. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Watch this.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Yeah, see the right? He's not even covering. Automatic touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger.
Ooh.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant.
He's got Felicia's son.
Right into their line of vision. And receivers love them
on Friday
because they're getting the ball on the move.
Played for Miami.
And try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, here's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a wildcat look. It's Bell. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Three yards left to grab here on third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Here we go now. Green, 30. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Give him 3 on the play.
Stay on him, man.
And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches.
He's dirty, big.
Yeah, I gotta empty the pockets out though. That's why I have him sitting up there.
And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20
Derek,
to the 22-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense.
That's probably a good place for it.
Take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
That's what I hear.
Happy about
That's
the
awesome.
kicker.
I appreciate that.
You put it through the post.
You make life easier when you listen.
You're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract
Yeah.
time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24 on the stop. Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
What's he got?
He's cutting the knives. Not a real mouse for. A mouse for a computer.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's got room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Miller, the lone setback. Here's Roethlisberger. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give them 18 on that one. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And no escaping this time.
1 second left.
They got him for a sack. Tyler Davison
That's be a big
in there
play.
to sack him for a loss of 6. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one.
Oh, come on. Nice play. Damn it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashid Hageman getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw.
Oh, come on.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on third down.
Thank God.
Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Yeah,
And
me
when
burnt.
that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
They'll
start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Again, it's Miller. And he's
come on.
yardage here.
Speed burst.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved to outside linebackers, linebacker spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. Fourth down now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That's not a real hand.
Oh, fake? Oh, looks like real. Yeah, they're cutting Coca-Cola. See? They don't like
It's taken to the 26.
Oh my God.
Block in the back.
Oh my God, I just turned into water.
All right.
Right there. I know. Yeah. Yeah, you better not look up for your mom.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Right now.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Please don't, I love that too.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Yes. My alarm is a bird sound. That's everyone wakes up.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now back to throw. And this one is
Oh, come on.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Fresh set of downs here.
Like that. He will kill it.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on first down. And some room to work. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Sweat.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 4-6 defense. They were daring them to run the football. They ran it. A little football 1-0. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
I don't see nothing. It looks perfect to me. I'm kidding.
What are they doing?
That's his real phone. What if I said that's the perfect phone to have?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to Hunter. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
What you're going to do? Are you playing?
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel about putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, that was my favorite one, you dumbo. Dick, how do you go on this? Mine is almost there. Oh my god, you got another one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He's going to let all those fireworks.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
You are dumb. Why would I do that when fireworks time, right? Oh my god.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He's breaking his knife.
3rd down, still 14 yards left. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He's cutting toothpaste. We had such food too, but remember that we went to the...
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Dad! Daddy!
What?
You remember when we went to the kiddie pool?
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Because I got myself.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try to stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That would have if he didn't take the stuff out.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Why don't you just cut
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Dad?
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And some room to roam now.
Their train is
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 62 yards.
Dad? Dada! P! No. We ain't going to the mirror down here. We stayed there. Yeah, we didn't even hit that. That just... Yeah, we'll get Pete. Not me. I'm not. I'm not.
Touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Dad! Daddy! How's it drifting?
And it's up and good to make the score 13 to 3.
I just peed upstairs. I'll peed up there. That's why we should pee up there. Only pee. What? Pee!
That pipe's leaking.
What? Where?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here now, too.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Go on that couch that you're
Most
on.
of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. The good signal callers would never go back to the huddle because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
You should be going to sleep.
Offense looking to avoid
let's
the
go
third
to
long.
sleep.
It's 2nd and 10.
I can't. I need to set my alarm again.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual
Yeah,
for the team that lost it to get it back.
Here, come on, let's go in that room.
This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mom, we might go in bed. My mom is like,
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
yeah, Mom, you
Looks like the
should
screen
clean that
pass was
off.
taken away there. And that's a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got great confidence how they scored the last time out.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Mom, what's the poop?
Now first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Well, yeah, because it had to have just started. Its purpose not even wet. Just that little poop.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Cooks will come in motion right. In motion left goes Cooks.
Maybe that's the hole, and then it goes up to there, and then goes into that hole, and then trips.
This is Bell. And all the way
Block
down
in the back.
inside
Come on.
the 5 to the 4. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
I'm going back.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now Bell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
No. Look, saying this. Is it 2-4? Yeah. Is it really? Yeah, really.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out.
Texas.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Schuster. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game. That I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Oh, come on. Lose it, Ezra.
Brings up second down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
This is his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Texans a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is his height, setting back in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clear.
Actually, right there.
And I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways.
What
right?
the?
He doesn't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those.
I'm fucking throwing the ball.
That's my snowman button. Oh, you want to go for sure. I can easily. Dang it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
I am.
They isolate Hopkins on the left
Someone's
side.
helping me.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yeah. Let's see the Xbox and the TV.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Roethlisberger. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
If you're going to sit here and play the game, we go somewhere else. I'm not. I'm going to play. I don't mean you to play it right next to me. That's loud.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
That was so bad. Hurry! My alarm is up. Come on. Hurry!
Play clock winding down. Here's Roethlisberger. Now being hit. And he lost the football.
Oh, fuck. Wide open,
They
dude.
come up empty here on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Another ground game here with a tailback. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Oh, my poo-poo.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Roethlisberger, and he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hurry up, let's go.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Completion left side to Miller. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type...
Oh, and this ball
are you fucking kidding me?
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get...
Can I fucking... I can't challenge it.
The football back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And some space here.
Fucking stupid
A nice carry there of 15 yards.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Bell. A strong running. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And it's picked off.
He didn't even run his route. He ran outside. He stayed outside. He was supposed to come in.
The Saints get set to trot out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their
good game, man,
and have it end up in the end zone.
You beat my ass. I just can't get a win anymore.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose. And now the Texans want to call it.
Still try.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Doing it.
Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go.
Come on.
They had to go for it with no timeouts.
Can I get 3 more timeouts?
Now, this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they will take a knee here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hey, got three. Three down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the run.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now.
What?
And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in week 8.
Well, that's what it is. See, maybe I need to get caulking and recock that.
Yeah, I mean, there's water everywhere. They all do it. I don't know why they do it.
Well, I think